May the cross of Jesus humble us, embolden us, and give us courage. Amen. As John notes, Jesus was arrested and brought to trial by his religious and political enemies to face Pilate, a third-rate bureaucrat serving in Judea, the backwater of the Roman Empire. Despite the fraudulent pretext for these proceedings, there emerges from it an exchange so deep and so profound that it has reverberated throughout the ages and even today echoes in faith's response to power, faith's response to injustice, and faith's response to the challenges of our individual and shared lives. At the core of John's Gospel is Jesus' assertion that he is the way, the truth, and the life. Consequently, it's in this specific context that Jesus and Pilate engage in the rhetorical repartee central to the debacle about to unfold. Pilate begins by confronting Jesus and proffering, "So you are a king?" And Jesus answered, "You say that I am a king. For this I was born, and for this I have come into the world, to bear witness to the truth. Everyone who is of the truth hears my voice." And Pilate said to him, "What is truth?" Generations of interpreters and preachers have relegated Pilate's response to Jesus' claims as the somewhat whimsical musings of a befuddled judge trying to figure out a way out of the dilemma created for him by an increasingly agitated mob. But that understanding completely misses the mark. No, Pilate's question was the sarcastic dismissal of Jesus' measured but straightforward declaration. Jesus had just asserted his kingship and then challenged Pilate with his own words, "You say that I am a king." Disarmed, Pilate could only respond with a snarky retort, something like, "You claim to be the truth? Really?" Unmistakably, Jesus had just contested the very essence of Pilate's political authority, the capacity to hold life and death in his hands. But while Pilate may claim the legitimacy and power of the emperor who appointed him, Jesus asserts that even that power emanates from above. Unless Pilate attempt to usurp it, Jesus makes it abundantly clear that it is he who has been empowered from above, not Rome's minion governor. The terse exchange between Jesus and Pilate was not intellectual discourse on the meaning of truth, the plea of an innocent defendant before a judge, or two strong-willed guys butting heads. No, this was Jesus speaking truth to power. In fact, this passage from John's Gospel defines what it means to speak truth to power. Too often, speaking truth to power has been trivialized in contemporary political discourse as simply the act of countering an opposing view. But dear friends, at its core, it demands vulnerability and the acceptance of its consequences, physical, emotional, social, political, or economic. Speaking truth to Pilate cost Jesus his life. Speaking truth to Pope Leo X cost Martin Luther his church and livelihood. And speaking truth to the Senate cost Anita Hill her reputation. Today, as we absorb the enormity of Jesus' self-sacrifice, the price he paid for speaking truth to power, we're invited to linger at the foot of the cross with the questions it raises for us. What are we prepared to risk as Jesus' disciples? What are we willing to lose in the service of the gospel? What are we ready to sacrifice to confront power with truth? Amen.